Hola, ¿cómo están? Vamos a practicar los verbos irregulares, como por ejemplo el verbo dar, el verbo hacer, el verbo ir, ser y ver. Dar, to give, hacer, to do or to make, ir, to go, ser, to be, and ver, to see. So these are the verbs, the irregular verbs that we talked about yesterday. And what you need to know here is how to use them, right? These are all irregular verbs. So here on activity 15, first of all, you have to come up with the subjects are in this side, people that are doing the actions. And in the middle, you have your verbs. Each one of these verbs is irregular. So you have to conjugate it, you have to change it based on who's doing the action, okay? And here is just simply the end of the sentence. The model shows, nuestra clase hizo un viaje muy interesante. Nuestra clase is the subject. Hizo, and is hizo because as you remember, nuestra clase follows in the category of one thing, one person. So it would be he, she, or usted, right? So we will follow under that category. Do you remember we talk about the endings? If you don't remember, let's review a little bit about it. So in page 70, we actually have the regular conjugation of these verbs, okay? If you don't remember, here they are. Remember that ir and ser, they look the same. The only difference is that you have the preposition a after. And here is the verb hacer, to do. Hice, I made, yo hice, tú hiciste, you did or you made. Él hizo, he or she made or did. Hicimos, we did or we made. Hicisteis, using the vosotros form, you all made or did. Hicieron, they did or they made. Remember these verbs? Ver, to see. Vi, viste, vio, vimos, visteis, vieron. Di, diste, dio, dimos, disteis, dieron. These verbs are similar. The only thing that you change is the letter, right? In the conjugation. So these are irregular verbs, and just remember, they don't have accents, right? So these are the things that we're gonna need for you to utilize, for you to go back and complete the activity 15 in page 72, okay? So let's do the first one. Mis compañeros y yo, dar una caminata o hacer una caminata, hacer una excursión, divertido, ir, ser, ver. How about mis compañeros y yo fuimos a una. Fuimos, I'm going to pick up the verb ir. Mis compañeros y yo fuimos a un hotel. How about that? Fuimos a un hotel. So you just have to complete the sentence with the correct form of the verb. Okay? You click here in the question and you submit your answers that way. All right, so let's talk a little bit about the vacaciones. Remember, in your flip grid, you have to talk about Costa Rica, right? Where is it that you went? ¿A dónde fuiste de vacaciones? Where did you go on vacation? ¿A dónde fuiste de vacaciones? Bueno, let me read this aloud to you. ¿Qué beneficios puede tener el establecimiento de parques nacionales para un país? Las personas que visitan el Parque Nacional Volcán Rincón de la Vieja en Costa Rica pueden ver un volcán activo, dar una caminata cerca de las cataratas o nadar las aguas termales. En el parque viven monos, iguanas y muchos pájaros. En el Parque Nacional Torres del Paine en Chile hay volcanes glaciares, ríos y lagos. Los turistas van allí para acampar, pescar, montar en bicicleta u observar animales como llamas, cóndores y pumas. Ahora compara con tu mundo. ¿Qué parque nacional en los Estados Unidos te interesa para visitar y por qué? Puedes ver o hacer las mismas cosas que hacen en los parques de Costa Rica y Chile. So, what are some of the things that they do in Costa Rica and Chile? You know that they are comparing two places, right? These two places, one is el Parque Nacional el Volcán Rincón de la Vieja Costa Rica, and the other one is Parque Nacional Torres de Paine in Chile. So there are some things that they do in each one of those places. Now, can you do some of the same things around here or in some of the parks that we have here in Florida or in the United States? Can you do the same things that you do in Costa Rica, maybe, based on what you read? All right. So what I need you to do is to look at each one of these words and try to figure out what is it that it's saying about Costa Rica and what is it that it's saying about Chile. And tell me, can you do some of these things as well in parques in Estados Unidos? Good. Now, what are you going to do next? You're going to go to the next page, which is in page 73. In page 73, you're going to have Telehistoria, okay? Telehistoria will tell you a little bit about these three people that we've been following, right? Gaby, Natalia, y Alejandro. So we're going to talk about that. In this scene, La Escena 3, which is the final scene, it will tell us more about their experience in Costa Rica. Now, there will be questions in page 74, so pay attention at the video.
Me encantan las artesanías. ¡Qué bella! ¿Usted la hizo? No. El sombrero, ¿podría verlo? Ella no puede estar en la película. ¿Te gusta el sombrero? Me gustaría comprarlo. ¿Cuánto cuesta? Un momento, por favor. ¿Tú viste a esa muchacha? Es terrible. Para la película. ¿Puedo pagar con tarjeta de crédito? ¿Dónde está mi papá?
Fue a la otra tienda a comprar un regalo.
No tengo mucho dinero en efectivo. Gracias. Gracias.
¿No regateaste?
No me gusta regatear y necesito el sombrero para la película.
Gaby.
¡Marco, llegaste! Él es mi amigo, Marco. Hola.
Hola.
¿Dónde está tu hotel?
Bueno, es un hostal. Queda cerca de la oficina de turismo. ¿Quieres hacer una excursión con mi familia?
Sí. Tengo que irme. Chao. ¿Por qué estás triste? Ella no es una buena actriz.
Le di todo mi dinero y ella no regateó.
Bueno, Eso pasa. If you want to find out exactly what went on and what was said, and you want to match up what everybody is doing, then you go back here in page 73 and look at the script, okay? Now, what we are doing in activity 17, 18, and 19, first, we are going to match up who's doing what. We have Gaby, Natalia, Alejandro, and Marco, okay? So what you're going to do, you're going to match each one. So for example, you go, van a hacer una excursión, right? Who's doing the excursion? Alejandro and Marco. So you click here and you select the people that are doing that. Or if it's only one person that is doing that activity, then you just put, you select, van a hacer una excursión. Who's doing an excursion? Well, I think it will be Gaby and Alejandro. Oh, Gaby. Which one? Okay. So next one, le dio su dinero. Bueno, la primera es Gaby y Marco, right? Número uno. Van a hacer una excursión. Will be Gaby y Marco. So you can put Gaby and Marco. Oh. I think it's only give you the option for one. Le dio su dinero a Gaby. Who gave money to Gaby? Alejandro. There you go. So that's what you do in that activity. You match it up and then you make sure that you click submit. Comprensión de los episodios. A corregir. So here what you're going to do is just correct the errors. Okay, you guys are familiar with this. La familia llega a Miami. No, la familia llega a la playa. Right? Natalia y Alejandro van a pescar. No, Alejandro y Natalia van de compras. They go shopping. Right? O van a hacer una película. So you guys have to correct the mistakes here. And finally, in activity 19, what you do is you're going to create a mini conversation. You notice that in the video, there was a person that was the client and the other one was the vendor, the person that was selling. So you are going to create a mini conversation, okay, as a client, as a customer, and the answer, or what would the vendor will say. So this is a little bit of an example. For example, you have, me gustaría comprar un regalo. I would like to buy a gift. Podría ver los anillos. May I see the rings? So you use any vocabulary that you can to create this. And what would the vendor say? What would the salesperson will say? Sí, son muy bellos or no. All right? So then you click here and you create that little role play. Okay, you just need something simple, and if you need help, I'm right here to help you. Muy bien, entonces nos vemos pronto. Chao, chao.